episode will be no exception.
Yeah, fans have been following the journey of Rana Nazir, who's played by the actress Bhavna Limbachia. She becomes the soap's first gay Muslim character. Let's have a little look.
We didn't want you to find out like this.
You're gay?
Can we not do this now?
Oh, I'm sorry to inconvenience you.
You said that this was finished.
How could you do this?
You knew.
Wait until the girl's gone.
That girl has a name.
Not now, Kate, please. I'll call you later.
Right. Can someone please tell me what's going on?
We're not happy about this either.
You're not happy? She's married to my brother!
It's very tense.
Yeah, the real-life story that inspired Bhavna's acting is Matt Mahmood-Ogston. He set up the Naz and Matt Foundation. Bhavna and Matt are both with us now. Thank you so much for coming on. What was that like to take part in that storyline? Because, as we said, Corrie doesn't shy away from these sort of things.
Yeah, I mean, Kate Oates, our producer, she approached me with the storyline. It's actually been nearly 2 years now, and I felt there was a huge responsibility to get the story right. So I went away and did a lot of research. So even though I knew it was a big weight on my shoulders, I just wanted to make sure I did the storyline justice.
And is that how you two met each other?
Met, yeah.
So explain a little bit about your story and why you were involved in this storyline.
So, in 2014, my fiancé and soulmate, Naz, Dr. Nazir Mahmood, he sadly took his own life after being confronted about his sexuality by his religious parents. And so, struggling to cope, I set up Naz and Matt Foundation, a charity which seeks to never let any religion or culture come in between the unconditional love of a parent and a child. And so we do a lot of campaigning, we go into schools, universities, do a lot of talks about this topic, and I guess through the work and through hearing about what happened to my Naz, Bhavna heard about Naz, and then last year I saw on Twitter there was a lots of notifications on our account, and I looked and checked and saw that Bhavna had put out a very supportive message of our foundation, and also more importantly the fact that she'd actually researched the character very well and she'd come across Naz's story and she wanted to make sure that the character was as real as possible.
And it is, you know, when you take on a storyline like that, it's a responsibility in some ways, isn't it?
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that we play the story out in real time. I did say to our producers that if we are going to do it, we don't want to sensationalise it. Sorry, I've just got a fixed brace fitted. Sensationalise the story and to play it out in real time. And that's why I think the audience and the viewers have got behind the story, doing the research and reading articles online, reading the story about Naz was so heartbreaking. That's when I realised that we've got this amazing platform at Coronation Street to raise awareness, and that's when we ended up getting in touch, and then we've discussed at length different stories that have come from the charity and things that the people are faced with, and trying to reflect that and hold a mirror up to society, saying this is happening, it's 2018, it's still a taboo subject, and we want to make sure we shine light on that and spark conversation.
Were you concerned at all about how the Asian community might react?
Yes, I was, but I felt that if we played the truth of what is happening in society, you know, the storyline is there not to offend people, it's to educate them, it's to spark conversation, like we said. So it's there to sort of make people aware that there is support available.
And Matt, as far as you know as well, Naz, he would have loved what you were doing, wouldn't he? It was really important to him, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. I mean, he was a GP, that was his profession as a doctor. He spent his whole life helping other people. So I think if any work that we do that can help other people, I think that's really important. I think he'd be very supportive of that. And because of the Coronation Street storyline, we've had you know, quite a volume of people contact us. Many people sharing their own stories. Some people actually asking us for support and help with situations with their own family or with friends.
And what, I mean, you know, what advice can you give people? I mean, how, because, you know, obviously they want their parents perhaps to know, but it can be very difficult conversations.
Well, coming out to your parents is probably one of the hardest things any person will ever have to do, because in that moment when you come out, you never know how they're going to react. You know, it could be positive, we hope it's positive, but it also could be very negative. So really the advice to anyone who's considering coming out to their family who perhaps they think they might react badly is there's no rush. You don't need to be rushing into it. Coming out is it's not a destination, it's a journey, and sometimes it takes many years to come out.
And has all this made it easier for you to cope with the loss of Naz?
I'd say Naz and Matt Foundation has been my coping mechanism. You know, when I've had very, very dark days and all I've wanted to do was just like close the curtains and just sit down and cry, you know, we will receive another message from somebody who actually needs help, and that's when we have to stop and actually take action.
I think you'll get quite a few messages after this week of Coronation Street. Thank you so much, both of you, come to talk to us. It continues tonight, 7:30 on ITV.
That is it from us on Breakfast. We should be back tomorrow from 6 o'clock.
Yeah, until then, have a really lovely day. Bye-bye.